in problems where we have binary decision variables, we can define logical conditions that restrict selection of projects in this example, or how we can set binary variables 0 or 1. And in this example, let's consider this. Suppose we look at a group of projects. For projects 1, 4, and 5, let's say the manager decides at most 2 of them must be selected, right? So we will say maybe select at most 2. Okay, so maybe the manager says these are 3 similar projects, similar type, and we don't want to have all 3 of them funded. We want to give a chance to other projects. How do we define this constraint? Well, I want you to see is that if you take variables for projects 1, 4, and 5, which is x1, x4, and x5, and if you add them, okay, if you add them, then the sum of them is basically, right, this sum is basically equivalent to how many projects in this group are selected. Okay, the number will be equal to how many. So if, right, remember this is 0 or 1, this is 0 or 1, 0 or 1. So the sum can be between 0 and maximum, all of them will be 1, which will be 3, right? So we want to say if at most 2 must be selected, then we can say less than or equal 2, right? And if you say less than or equal 2, you are limiting that number to, right, to excluding 3. You're allowing the sum to be 2, allowing the sum to be 1, or allowing the sum to be 0, which is exactly what we said in this sentence, right? And equivalently, I hope you see, right, if we have this number of projects selected expressed by the summation, we can also say, right, we can also say if instead of at least, we will say exactly, right, if exactly 2 must be selected, then we can write x1 plus x4 plus x5 equal to, right? And if we want to say at least, right, 2 must be selected, then we can say x1 plus x2 plus x4 plus x5 greater than or equal to, right? So I want you to see that for any group, right, if you have any group of projects, this was an example group 1, 4, 5, but for any subset of projects, I can say in that subset, I want at least, at most, or exactly a number. I can just write a summation of the corresponding variables and say, right, at least greater than equal, at most less than or equal, or exactly. We put equal and then put the number, right? If I wanted 2, I put 2, 2, 2 here. But if I wanted another number, I could change it, right? So you can write this constraint. This is one type of logical constraint. Another type of logical constraint we can define is the following. We can say if project 5 selected, then project 6 must be selected. Okay, so what do I mean by this? Suppose we have a situation where project 6 provides something that is necessary for project 5 to be implemented, right? So what we are saying is, well, if you select project 5, you should also select project 6. But if you don't select project 5, you're allowed to select or not select project 6, right? So I want you to see this condition works if this if statement is satisfied, then the then statement must be respected. But if 5 is not selected, then project 6 should not be limited by anything. Now, I want you to see this can be implemented by in equal inequality x5 less than or equal x6. And how does this work? Well, I want you to remember these are all binary variables, right? xi is binary, right? So this could be 0 or 1, and this could be 0 or 1. Now, if x5 is 1, then you see x6 has to be 1, right? So if x5 is 1, right, then x6 is greater than or equal to 1, but since it is also a binary variable 0 or 1, that implies, right, that x6 must also be 1, okay? But if x5 is 0, right, then what? Then x6 must be greater than or equal to 0. Well, that doesn't really restrict x6, right? So x6 could be 0 or 1. It is still allowed to be 1 because 1 will be greater than or equal to 0, right? So this condition, it's important to write it, the first variable, the condition, right, less than or equal the second variable for the required project, right? And this, in general, you can write again for any if-then statement with one decision variable. Another type of constraint we can define is if we use negation of a variable. So for example, imagine I take the same statement that I wrote here before, right? If project 5 selected, then project 6, and then I will change must not be selected, right? Not selected. So I'm not allowing, right, project 6 if I already selected project 5. Now, this constraint can be written in a similar format by observing that negation for project 6 can be written as 1 minus x6, okay? So I want you to see, remember, x6 is a variable 1 or 0, 1 if project is selected, right? And 0 if project is not selected. If you take 1 minus binary variable, you get a negation. This, right, this will be equal 1 if not selected, and equal 0 if selected, right? Because, right, originally this was 1, but 1 minus 1 will be 0. So if selected, the value for this formula will be 0. But if x6 is 0, not selected, 1 minus 0 is 1. So this is, the value here is now 1, right? So you see, negation for a project can be written as 1 minus the corresponding variable. And if you not notice this, then you can simply say x5 less than or equal, and we said must not. So we negate 1 minus x6, we write negation for project 6 as 1 minus x6, right? So this is a constraint. If project is selected and another project must not be selected, again, first variable for the if condition less than or equal 1 minus the variable that we want to forbid. And I also want you to notice that if I change this constraint, right, if I take variable x6 to the left, what do I see, right? So we reformulate this constraint and write x5, right, equivalent plus x6 less than or equal to 1. Then you notice, right, we recognize this format. This format is similar to the format of this constraint, right? This constraint is just saying for projects 5 and 6, at most 1 can be selected, right? Because this is exactly the same format like we had in those 3 projects, at most 2. So now we're saying at most 1 out of those 2, right? The sum of variables less than or equal 1. This is the constraint. So I want you to see that the logical condition, right? If 5 is selected, then 6 should not be selected, is equivalent to at most 1 out of those 2 projects, 5 and 6, must be selected, right? So this is another type of logical condition. There are many types of logical conditions we can think of, much more complex than these, but these are some simple examples.